All right, and welcome back, everybody. This is so exciting. So please stick with me for a few minutes, and I'll tell you about this new line I'm introducing here, or we're introducing, me and my dad, which is called the TruScale line. I'm going to give you a little bit of history and then try to answer all the questions that I've been getting. So again, if you have any questions, stick with the video, and if not, just go to the end if you want to see the results. So I started out as a project for me, this whole diorama business, where I saw a very cool Death Star diorama. I thought, that's cool. I want something for myself like that, but different and bigger. So I designed the big one, and I kept getting questions. Could you make that for me? And I kept saying, no, just too much work. Then I did a limited run. By the way, keep getting questions if I'm going to do that run again. If I get enough pre-orders, I might, because I didn't fill the edition size yet. Anyway, but a lot of people didn't have the room for it, so they asked me if I could make something for the most popular display space for 1/6 scale, which is DTOLF, and I did that. And then I got questions. This is very cool, but you're limited to space, and you have to force perspective and all that to get it to work in a DTOLF space. Couldn't you do something a little larger, something between the very large beast you designed at first and then the small DTOLF space? And I got enough questions for that I thought, well, why don't I try that? And this is where the TruScale line came about, because the DTOLF space is 39 centimeters by 38 centimeters by 29, which translates to 15.3 by 15 by 11.4 inches. And if you want to do something like the Tantive in TruScale, you're looking at about 57 centimeters wide by 50 centimeters high, and either a depth of 37 or 47 centimeters, which translates to 22.4 by almost 20 by either 14.5 or 18.5 inches deep, depending on whether you use an Ikea Besta or a Stuva or your own display space. So what we did is, when we design a DTOLF diorama, we are limited to that the first of the sizes I mentioned, and I'm trying to keep the budget to something between $150 for the cheapest option, like the budget option, and maximum of $300. $299 is the highest price we've had so far, and so limited within budget and space. That's what the designs for the D12s have all been about. But what if I drop the limitation? So that's where the TruScale came in, and we wanted something that, again, like the D12, could stand on its own, but also fit most popular display spaces. So we used the Ikea Besta and Stuva range, which is the same display space of around 60 by 64 centimeters, just different depth, either 40 or 50 centimeters, and upped the budget to a price tag of around $500, so we could include a lot more detail and functionality, as well as, of course, the actual scale. So this is where the TruScale came about, and so when we come to this design, let's look at some design elements here. All right, so what's in the box? What's in the box? Little movie reference for you there. Here you see the back wall. This is not the final version. You'll see that later in the video, but it gives you an idea of scale, and I wanted to show the door that comes with every kit. It also comes with a double-sided graphic, just like the DTOLF version, with either this display with a graphic of more Tantive hallway, or my favorite, the Imperial walkway. And here you see what is the final prototype of the back wall. You can see much more detailed engravings that I couldn't afford in the DTOLF version, and the much requested feature of actual LED lighting. Now, this is a prototype, so it's still a little rough around the edges, but look at those cool gray plates. Those are actual engraved plates that'll be on top of the back wall. So yeah, I'm very happy about this, and check it out. It's really turning into a family affair, because my dad works on this and I do after hours, you know. My sons have been asking and bugging me for months, could I work on the cool Star Wars dioramas too? So when we decided to do limited edition plates for every of the TruScale versions, everyone gets a numbered plate. I took them on Saturday for a few hours on the machines to laser the plates like you see here. This is the final version. Number one has been, how do you say that? It's been already been taken. So here, this is the final prototype as we finished it yesterday on Saturday, and I am very pleased. Look at all the extra detailing we were able to add, the extra space, of course, and you know, it's just exactly like the movie, just exactly 1:6 scale. So here it is with a few figures in there. As you can see, it easily fits 5, 6, maybe 7 figures, and I'm especially happy with all the very tiny engraving you see of all the extra pieces we were able to do. And I'm very glad people kept bugging me about the LED backlighting, the detailing in the back wall, because that just looks awesome. It is a lot of work. This is a lot of time goes into making all those engraved, like the gray plates, those and the rosters or the vents, and then the white engravings, but I do really think it's worth it. And so yeah, this is pretty much what you'll be getting. We're working on the final ceiling, which will be totally movie accurate. You'll get LED light up ceiling and those LED backlights. You'll get a world power adapter in the box, the limited edition plate, all the necessary decals, everything you see in here except the figures, of course. And for now, you'll have to indicate your display space and the depth of it. You can either get the 37 centimeter depth, the 47 centimeter depth, or you can add your an order for both, so you can get a really long hallway. All right, thanks for sticking with me for 7 minutes. So let me tease a few other things. The version 1 Death Stars have all been sold out, D12 size, and so here are the designs for the version 2 budget and deluxe. The budget will have a back wall and a floor, and the deluxe will have a side wall, or 2 side walls, and a light up ceiling, both with AC adapters, just like version 1, but as you can see, with the different typical Death Star patterns. And because demand has been so high for something TruScale, here is the next rendering of the TruScale Emperor throne room that is designed to stand alone or fit inside an Ikea Besta or Stuva. As you can see, the holes around the window perimeter are still to be drawn, and we have to add some engravings to the back, and the chair is just a rough mock-up. But you can see we're also adding those cool consoles, the stairs, the floor, and here are some pictures of a final production piece chair. Look at how beautiful that looks. So I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Now, the most requested piece after all we've done is the carbon freezing chamber. So that is up next, starting somewhere around August or September. Here are some first designs, and thanks to the wonderful Adrian Dinka, we also have 3D models of the claw that we'll try to produce both in DTOF and TruScale size if the TruScale turns out to be the success we're expecting it to be. And so, yeah, look for that somewhere around August or September. And from the poll on Sideshow Freaks, the next request was the Vader meditation pod. So here are some first sketches, thanks to Hector Gonzalez, that we'll be working on too. And so let me take the time here, because my dad asked me to do this too, to say thank you for all the wonderful support we've been getting from the community and the wonderful feedback. And so please, if you have any questions, just feel free to contact us. And thanks for making this such a fun ride. And until next time.